How's that for a face reveal? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Arnold Schwarzenegger and this is The View. Back before, 2012, before mainstream online content and whatever the fuck kids' YouTube channels do was easily accessible and just a few clicks away, the best way to entertain yourself as a kid was to watch some good old-fashioned TV. Or go outside, but fuck that. There were plenty of channels with plenty of different shows, but the most popular kind of show was always this sitcom. Probably because there were so many of them. Holy shit, how many sitcoms were there? Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck, Hannah Montana Forever, Sunny with a Chance, That's So Raven, Drake and Josh, Corey in the House. Sitcoms are very, very easy to make, they're very, very cheap to make, and kids will eat them up. It's setup, punchline, laugh track. Easy. Doesn't even have to be good. Most of the time, it really isn't. But kids have kind of, like us, moved on to online mediums like Netflix, Hulu, and especially YouTube. As of making this video, I work at a summer camp for kids 6 to 11, and they have asked me to look up more Fortnite YouTube channels than I have ever thought that there were. Almost every kid I've asked at said summer camp has said that they don't really watch any Disney Channel anymore. So it kind of looks like the kids' sitcom is kind of dying out. But that's where Brat comes in. Brat is a YouTube channel that makes high quality, and when I say high quality, I mean it isn't shot on an iPhone 3 and is edited, content for kids on YouTube. It uses former Musical.ly stars, now TikTok stars, and some other social media, Instagram, YouTube personalities. Pretty much all of them are very young people. Drew Gooden has a really good video on a good amount of the shows that are on here, at least the shows that were on here. I don't actually know if they're still running. But today, I'd like to look at one show in particular. And that show is Hotel de Loone. Hotel de Loone is a show about a girl named Jasper living with her dad in a hotel. And they get into all kinds of crazy hijinks and solve mysteries, I think? You'll understand why that's a question later. Most of the shows on Brat are all shot traditionally, but Hotel de Loone is their first and only sitcom. At least I think it is, because they don't have all their shows in their playlist section, and personally, I don't want to watch any more of this channel than I'm absolutely required to. The show stars Haley LeBlanc, and they really want you to know that because her name is in the title of every single episode. From what I can learn about her, she's been a part of a vlogging channel called Bratayley, which took me about 30 minutes to try and say correctly, and other than Hotel de Loone, she's been in several other Brat shows, including Chicken Girls, which honestly scares me. I know there aren't actual chicken girl people in it, but I'm just very scared to find out why it's called Chicken Girls. But without further ado, let's get into this. Our story begins with Haley and her dad walking into the most empty looking hotel in the world. I know we're only a few seconds in, but this is just the worst set design in any sitcom ever. Sitcoms are known for having some of the most iconic sets and locations in television history. You have the apartment from Friends, the apartment from Seinfeld, the apartment from How I Met Your Mother. A lot of them are apartments now that I'm thinking about it. But they always have a lot going on, they're somewhat realistic, and they're very nice and pleasing to look at. The set itself is a character. This lobby has a plant, and a lamp, and it's got a little picture on the wall. And you may be thinking, well, what's back over there? I see some people back there, maybe a few props. Tables and chairs. Tables and chairs are over there. And in case you're wondering, they barely ever use that space, ever. Why would you, This is gonna be a running theme, just so you know. So anyway, Jasper and her dad walk in and have some quick banter.
Honey, I'm home!
Oh boy, this one's gonna be rough. It's revealed that Jasper's dad has landed the position of night manager at the Hotel de Loone.
How'd you get them to hire you as the manager of the whole hotel?
Well, I told them I've been managing a small workforce for the past 9 years.
Who are you calling small?
Apologies. Managing a workforce that's going through a growth spurt any day now.
Oh, so you lied. You lied to them so you could get a job. That sounds like what you did. It's also revealed that they move around a lot, and her dad would like to try and make this move last. So Jasper and her dad— oh fuck, Jason Earls! Yeah, surprise, Jason Earls is in this show. The brother from Hannah Montana and the sensei from Kickin' It, which everyone remembers, is here. He plays the grumpy day manager, aka short, white Mr. Mosby.
I'm Flint, the day manager.
I see, we're gonna be like enemies who secretly kind of like each other.
More like Elsa and the townspeople before she turns the village to spring.
Hey, you guys like Frozen? I like Frozen. Then we're introduced to the girl character, Amber. Her characteristics are fashion, texting, and saying things that absolutely no normal person would say unironically, as is required by law of every female sitcom character. Then we're introduced to the rich owner of the hotel, Casper. You can tell that he's rich because he wears a really wide tie, he carries around a fancy cane that he never uses, and what else? Oh yeah, he wears a fucking cape! Casper tells us that the famous boy band For Real will be coming to stay at the hotel, Jason Earls does a line of cocaine, and everyone freaks out. Especially Jason Earls. You know, because of the cocaine. And in case you're wondering, no, it's not a real band. They just looked at this group of guys and were like, yeah, you look like you know what music is. After a sweet transition, Jasper walks into a room with a child painting a plant. Your guess is as good as mine. This kid is Graham. He's son of the head chef, and apparently the only kid at the Hotel de Loone. So this hotel that was apparently famous enough for a very famous boy band with ravenous fans to come and stay in, has only one kid in it. In the entire building. Yeah, okay, no, that makes sense. Also, I love that for Graham's transition, they have a stylized picture of him, and then it's just his fucking plant. So Jasper and Graham run into the cleaning service woman, who tells them about the mysterious room 333, and then makes Graham do some slave labor, as one does. Then we cut to Jason Earls trying cake, and then back to the kids. Don't 100% know why that scene was necessary, but okay, it's in there. I think that this scene was put in because we're introduced to Graham's mom, who, if you remember, is the head chef. But the scene doesn't come back at all. The cake doesn't have any other meaning. It doesn't come into the story later. It's just Jason Earls trying some cake.
Graham, look! 333, let's go in!
What a coincidence that we both just stopped to look at each other silently directly in front of the room that the crazy old woman told us about.
Your window is closing. That was a clue.
Locked. Dang it, we need a key.
Gee, I wonder what else you guys could do to get in. Maybe something that was pretty much directly told to you like less than 10 seconds ago. Okay, this scene continues to confuse me. Jasper's dad runs into this guy who is a germaphobe because mental illness is funny. Of course, we all know that. And this guy doesn't come back for like several episodes. Jasper's dad asks him if he's seen Perry, who we have no fucking idea who that person is. Like, I looked back through it. It wasn't even a throwaway line. He's just looking for someone named Perry. This is the first time that we've seen someone or heard of someone named Perry. Who the fuck is Perry? Then he just leaves, and then the scene goes back to the kids. What was the point of this scene? What does this add to the episode?
You don't have your turntables.
Oh, babe.
Where the fuck were you keeping that? So the kids go to the front desk and ask for the key to room 333. The adults decline, saying that no one has ever gone in there. And then the kids just say, but no one's ever gone in there. And then the adults are like, oh, okay, well, here's the key. And they're literally about to give these kids a key to a room, to an unused room. One of the kids they met today. How bad at your job do you have to be? I feel like that's the one thing that the first thing that they tell you at training for this job. Rule number 1, don't give keys to people who haven't paid for them, you dumbass. You'd think this would be obvious, but apparently not.
Amber, do you have the key to the room next door?
Room 331? I sure do. You're only 9 and you're a genius. No wonder why you're a detective.
How's getting into the room next to it gonna help you get into room 333?
Your window is closing.
Oh my god. She really is a genius. So then Jasper and Graham get into room 332, which, like the lobby, has like nothing in it. If you walked into a hotel room and this is what greeted you, you would think that someone stole all the furniture.
It's actually a pretty nice view. You coming? Actually, I'm gonna leave this one to you. Are you scared? Me? I'm not scared. I'm terrified.
Bitch, you all the way up here just to pussy out now? What the fuck is wrong with you, girl? This whole operation was your idea. Put the fucking image from episode 3 right here. This whole operation was your idea, Obi-Wan. You gotta go and talk to the senators now. I know too much about Star Wars. So boyfriend of girl character gets a gig to be the DJ for real. That's really it to this scene. For real.
Wait, where's that funky tween that smells like baby Tylenol?
You just randomly thought of that now? Where did that come from? Oh, man, this is a really nice tie. Oh, gosh, you shouldn't have. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me. Thank you so much. Hey, anybody seen Alec Baldwin lately? What's he doing? Where's he at? Anybody seen him? So Jasper and Graham get stuck on the balcony of room 333 because they're idiots apparently. And meanwhile, boyfriend character is DJing a press junket? Do press junkets have DJs? Okay. Not only that, he's DJing with just headphones on. And then he's like expecting people to like get up and dance. First of all, these are journalists. They're here to do their job, not here to dance. Second of all, I don't think they can hear you, man. Does he think that just because he can hear the music, everyone else can also hear the music? Then For Real starts singing. Girl, again, I thought this was a press junket. They said that earlier.
Actually, we have a press junket, and our DJ just bailed.
Were they talking about something else? I'm very confused right now. Suddenly, they start hearing Jasper and Graham's frantic, horrified screaming from, I guess, the room over. It sounds like they're behind max 2 walls. And Jason Earle's reaction is this.
Attention, staff emergency. 2 irritating children who thought they were so smart are now trapped somewhere in the hotel.
Flint, you have no idea what is going on right now. They could be literally getting brutally murdered, and that's your reaction? What the hell is wrong with you? Attention all officers. Some jerkwad decided to start screaming in the middle of the night. Somebody needs to go and tell him that it is too late to be making this much noise. I don't know why I did that character so flamboyant. But apparently their screaming can be heard from throughout the hotel, because Graham's mom and Jasper's dad, who are both in the dining room, can both hear their screaming from outside, by the way. They're both outside, and they can hear the screaming from several floors in this building. So I guess the entire hotel just has really thin walls, or sound works differently in this universe. One of the two. No, or it was just lazy writing, but I want to lean towards the first two because that's just more fun for me. There is this one clip, and I'm just gonna play it. Just so you can see this. You gotta watch.
Oh my God!
Get out of my way!
That's my kid yelling!
Perry, are you okay?
I am, thank you.
I have never seen more overacting in any piece of media. Can we get this man an award? He needs more recognition for this scene.
Perry, are you okay?
I am, thank you.
I like to think that he knew exactly what kind of show he was in and was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do some stupid ass shit. By the way, this is the first time that we learned Jasper's dad's name is Kenneth, even though it would have been really easy to just say it in the first scene. Also, Kenneth, can I call you Ken? Did no one tell you that Perry was the head chef? And if so, why didn't you just check the kitchen first, instead of just wandering around the halls of the hotel? And second, if they didn't tell you that Perry was the head chef, what did they tell you? Were they just like, yeah, go find Perry somewhere in the hotel, good luck?
Sorry. Can we stop? We can't perform while there's 2 kids yelling for help.
Where are you trapped? Can we help?
We're trapped on the balcony outside of the mystery room.
Someone's got to let us in there so we can rescue those kids.
Just us, the band, for real. We're going on our own mystery adventure. Just the four of us, just for real. We're going on our own mystery adventure. We're the Mystery Boys. We're renaming our band the Mystery Boys. Here we go. Mystery Boys going on a Mystery Boy adventure. Mystery Boys, trademark 2019, Mystery Boys adventure. So the mystery room turns out to be Casper's fan room for real / magazines on walls room. Because I guess the set designers just kind of gave up halfway through the putting magazines on the walls thing and trying to find relevant looking pictures for their walls. You can see Thanos, Ant-Man, the Hulkbuster from Infinity War, Captain America, Black Panther, Star-Lord, Iron Spider, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, Iron Man, and okay, who brought in all the Marvel photos? They didn't even try to hide them, they're just so clearly there.
Go!
Hey guys, me in editing here. So there's something here that a friend of mine pointed out to me when I showed this to them, and I knew that I just had to include this in the video. I have no idea how I didn't see this, but as they're all leaving the room, you can very clearly see the back of a light that made it into the shot, and they just didn't edit out, even though that would have been insanely easy. Like, bam, I just fixed this shot, you can't even see the light anymore. Maybe they did just miss it, like me, but it totally adds to the accidental hilarity of this show. Anyway, back to desk me. So they all leave the room, Graham and Jasper do a little dance, and then they hear this shit. So that's why I said it's a show where they solve mysteries, ? Because that seems to be what they foreshadow / set up here. My only question is, what the fuck was that sound? It sounded real spooky. I mean, I've gotta know. I guess I gotta watch the next episode to find out. Shit. So that was the first episode of Brat's Hotel de Loone, an absolutely ridiculous show. I made this video because, to be honest, I just really find it funny how poorly made this show is, and that's really half the fun of the show, is it's just so crappily made that it makes it just immediately great. Everything from writing, set design, direction is just crazy. Some of the acting, well, most of the acting actually is pretty good, to be honest. No one really does a terrible job. The three sort of young adult characters I do actually like a little bit. But overall, everyone does a pretty serviceable job. I don't think that Brat is necessarily doing anything wrong by making these shows. It's not gonna hurt kids if they watch it. And honestly, I'd rather have kids watch this than whatever the fuck kids' YouTube channels are, because this is leagues better than that. The budget is way higher, and while it's very clear that for a sitcom TV show, the budget is very low, it still miraculously does the job of being a sitcom. It is a sitcom. It's not a good one. The sets are really bad, but it is a sitcom. And honestly, I am kind of impressed at that. So good job, Hotel de Loone. Good job. So that was the first episode of Hotel de Loone. Honestly, I would highly recommend this. It's just such a funny show to laugh at. It's one of those just so unintentionally hilarious things that I would highly recommend checking it out. I've actually seen a few episodes of it, and yes, it is so funny pretty much throughout. If you have some friends over, honestly, this would be a great watch. But yeah, that's the first episode of Hotel de Loone. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that shit. Thanks for coming by. If you want more stuff like this, let me know. And if you have anything that you want me to make a video about or watch, there's a little thing underneath the video. It's, you know, that part, that little area of the YouTube site where you write about how much you hate the person in the video. You can actually use that to tell me things and tell me what you thought of the video. So use it for that and not the hate thing. I know it's kind of weird not using it for that, but you can use it for other things. But thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever the fuck I decide to make another video. Bye.